What is going on, everybody? How are we doing this evening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see we have a few people waiting. And yes, if you watched your clock, I only go at 9:30. So I know Mr. Steve Kitchen in the house. I don't go early. I never do. 9:30. 9:30 on the dot sometimes. Maybe a few seconds early. And guys, he just likes to rile you up, honestly. I work with the man. He's a clown. He loves to just, he's a Raiders fan too, so he's upset he's not in the playoffs, and is what it is. Anyway, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Sunday evening. We have giveaways. We have a special guest, Big Dog David Soffin. He's going to tell you what's in the lockers tonight. Just joking. No, he's going to come talk about a charity event he is coming up. So, big shouts out to him, and he's a lot of fun too. Maybe I can get him to rage a little bit on the Philadelphia Eagles or maybe Pennsylvania Drivers or something like that. It should be interesting. He'll come join us about 10 o'clock. And next week, we have a big guest. So you guys have seen me open a lot of stuff. I'm sure some of you open stuff up from Zobi Collectibles. JR, the owner and proprietor of Zobi Collectibles, is going to join me live next Sunday night. So if you guys have any questions you always want to ask, I know I'm going to have some stuff I'm curious about. But, from his V-shouts to the auction, Zobi is the leader really in these subscriptions, boxes, and everything that they do. And also, I heard back from JR, and he's more than willing to come on, which is awesome. So I'm looking forward to next week. It should be a lot of fun. So get your questions throughout the week that you'd love to ask Zobi. Maybe what's in the next box, or how he came up with the idea of V-shouts, which, are awesome. Hopefully you guys have checked those out. We've done a couple unboxings where you can see them, and I know a couple of you have messaged me and they've ordered some. I know someone messaged Sammy Guevara from AEW Wrestling. That is an insane. He really, really puts it in for those V-shots. Other people are just really boom, in and out. Some people are in the middle. It is what it is. But anyway, Pop and Son Pops, how are you guys doing? Wonderful. I love your merch, guys. Shouts out to you guys. Stephanie, how are you? Auntie Audie, Tats, Kiwi Couple. Cliff, how are you? Mama J in the house. And if you guys aren't checking out Mama J, Spectre and Geeky Mama Bear during the week, awesome. Check that out. I was able to pop over for a little bit this week. So unfortunately I can't make everything, but kids are busy, man. I'm telling you, Mondays for me Mondays and Wednesdays are absolutely horrid. So it is what it is. I go until about 9:30 at night those nights. So it just gets crazy. Dance, back, feed, basketball, back, bed. It is nuts. It's nuts. Tammy, how are you? Also, I haven't seen him in the chat. Mr. Chat Matman is, I don't know, anyone out there? Sin, I know you're here. If you can pop the link. Let's see. Don't want to drop the phone. If you want to pop the link, Chap is doing a fundraiser, sort of a sponsor him type of thing to raise money for Special Olympics, and he's going to do a plunge, like a water type thing, polar bear type plunge thing. So Sin's got it. So Sin, if you want to grab that link to Chap and post it in there. Anyone that wants to donate, he's already met his goal, but I know his company, I think, is going for like $5,000. So hop in if you want to, throw a couple bucks to see. Supposedly we should get some pictures of Chat freezing his what's off, because he lives up in, there he is. There, Chap's got, he lives in Maine, so I mean, it's got to be cold. Also, big shouts out to Chap. If you guys haven't followed him, go check him out. One of the best when it comes to chase roulettes. Awesome. He actually did one recently with his son. I enjoyed watching that. It's a lot of fun. It's cold. I bet it's cold. I bet. Maine, so nice up there. Connecticut, wherever it is. One of the two. Fabulous places. I like it's colder year round there. There, Shane donated earlier. I got to donate when I have a card. Normally, you can just save your credit card information, those things, or do PayPal or something like that, and it wouldn't let me do that. I'd actually put a card in. I don't normally carry cards on me, so we'll have to look at that. Remember, Big Dog Dave this week. Zobi next week. Real excited for that. That should be really cool. Working on other guests. Super Bowl coming out. Super Bowl Sunday, we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to come to you at 4 p.m. So far, I have one guest joining me. Looking forward to having Collectors Craze join me. They should be a lot of fun. Ryan and Austin, awesome, awesome. I actually was turned on to their channel by Big Dog Dave. There's Steve. We'll leave you all to it. He's really a card, guys. I've got to have him on live one of these days. One of these days would be interesting. Would be interesting. His affection with the Raiders and everything like that. Nikki, how are you doing? But let's get some other stuff. I have a little card. I have some unboxings. We're gonna make giveaways. How about the Cleveland Browns up 28-0 on the Pittsburgh Steelers? Ugh, ouch, ouch. But I digress. All right, so this one comes from two boys and their pops. Let's see what we got. Also wearing the shirt for hashtag Larry. Big shouts out to hashtag Larry's son Aiden, who had a surgery on his foot, has a pin through the tip of his foot. Ouch. Ugh. Aiden, wish you all the best. Hopefully you get better soon. And yeah, don't stub your toe. Ugh, hurt. All right, so this comes. I like it. Jacob, Eric, and Logan. I like how they did that. It writes, the Luau. Sometimes in life, we travel roads that take us places we are meant to be, and sometimes we go off the path, and there are times we write our own paths. But no matter what we've encountered along the way, what makes an impact, you definitely more in this community, and the caring, the support, the love, the memories who helped build this year was amazing. It was an honor to meet you. And appreciate all the help and support you have given to myself and the boys. Hope, happiness, love, and prosperity circle you and your family always. And here is to a much happier 2021 from Jacob, Eric, and Logan, two boys and their pops. Another great channel, guys. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. Two boys and their pops. They even sent me a little Captain Crunch. I love these things. I've got them all. And now I guess Funko's doing like DC type stuff. So who knows? Who knows? Anything else? Funko Shop released whatever that DJ was or something like that. Glow in the Dark sold out eventually. So that was there. You've had Box Lunch Money started this past week. Some cool stuff. Some Funko sodas. I think they had a bunch of them. And then of course with Box Lunch Money they go away really, really quickly. TLC hit the box lunch, so people that have TLC or looking to play Chase Roulette with TLC, good time to do it with some box lunch money. Very cool from Waterfalls for people that love the R&B group, and of course not having Lisa Left Eye Lopez, definitely a shame there. All right, what else do I have? I have another cool box. Open this one up. This is from Daniel at DC Pops. So if you remember DC Pops, we opened one previous, and he actually did a box for me and Sean on one of our Box Battle Thursdays, which was very, very cool. And he did a mystery box run, and we opened one. This is the other one that's sort of out in left field. When I say that, one came like a week ago. The other, I mean, UPS is getting better. It's getting better. You're still seeing some pop up and say long delays, or it's working through our network. Who knew? Who knew? All right. So let's see what we got here. This was a $25 mystery box shipped, I believe. Top hit was a OG Lando Calrissian. There was some Boba Fett, some other stuff in there. Decent stuff. Let's see what we got. Boom. Ooh, Bugs. Bugs Bunny. This is the Funko Shop Art Series. So that's a nice hit. I'm not sure what he... Let's take a look. I'm not sure what he is. So I'm going to, since I have an Apple device, going to use this new HobbyDB app thing. I love the scanner. The scanner, obviously, without a doubt, is the best scanner there is, bar none. But I don't like that it takes you to the website. But it really is a very good scanner. Bugs, 33 bucks. So 33, pay 25. That's a win. That's a win. Honestly, I loved him. I actually got 2 of them from the Funko Shop drop. I thought I would love it in hand more than I did. And then when I got it, I don't know if it's just... I might keep this one, though. I might keep it. Because, I mean, it's cool. I don't know how well you guys are going to see it. There, you can see it pretty well. It's cool. I like the carrots. I like it. Maybe if it was one gray or something. I don't know. But very, very cool. Very cool. All right. We got that. Also, check out mystery boxes. I don't know if they're still available, but Cletus Selden, of course, half Gladiator, half Geek. Life of Cletus. You know, Boxer Extraordinaire did Marvel mystery boxes tonight. Actually did them at like 12 o'clock. I don't know if there's any available. They were $75 a piece, 2 for $130, 3 for $180. I think there were like 70 some available. So I know he's doing a live right now. If you're interested, go check it out. There might be some available. Message him on Instagram. He sold a lot of them, so there might only be 1 or 2 available still left. But some pretty good, awesome, about $6,000 of Marvel Grails available. There, I like that. He's live now and has 9 left. So, yeah, if you want some, get some. The big box has, or like rare Deadpools and stuff like that. It's insane. He's got a prototype in there. There's a Lou Ferrigno autograph in there. There's a lot of very good stuff. So there is that. Also, a big announcement: Toy USA going to do the mystery boxes the way they used to do for 2021. So fully guaranteed on their like scavenger hunt damage mystery boxes. 50% guarantee on all their other boxes. So $100, they guarantee you 50, and so on and so forth. So I like that. I mean, that's Toy USA's business model. That's their gig. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, let's see. What else? I don't know if I have anything else coming up. Was talking to Funko Kings. Shouts out to Funko Kings. You will see a lot of the big videos from Funko Kings in the month of January with me. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. You might see one come next week, but we did a couple $1,000 boxes, a $500 box, a $300 box. He has some up on his website right now. Check him out, and he's working towards his next Grail box. So, you know, trying to, you know, give him some ideas of what he could do for that one. Also, if you're not familiar, use code New Year. I think it works on my Etsy shop or my Teespring shop and saves you 15% there. The brand new design is out as well. You might see it right up here in the corner. Shouts out to Mr. Collected on that one. Sort of me as Venkman getting slimed, and good old Slimer right next to me. So I know I've gotten asked, will I do a pin with that one? As of right now, no. No. As of right now, no. Maybe next year, though. Maybe over the summer or spring when I have the itch to make new pins. But I haven't found that itch yet. Jeepa Pop, how are you? Oh, God. Steve has a lot of problems. Kiwi couple, you have no idea. I work with the man. He's not right. He's not right. I think he's fell a lot of times on his head, and yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, so we have that. I have another one. Sideshow Collectibles. We all know Sideshow Collectibles for Hot Toys. I might actually have it in time. Maybe next Sunday we'll show off the new Whiplash. So that the new Whiplash hot toy from Iron Man 2. As well as they just re-released the, I don't know what that suit was, the Mach 4, I can't remember, 3, 4, 5 maybe, but the actual Iron Man suit from then, which, you know, was about $1,000, $1,200 hot toy, and it re-releases sometime next year. So prices, of course, plummeted. But they had these cool little figures from Minico. So there is a Thor. I mean, sort of a different take on it. I kind of like it. I'm not tremendously huge on statues, but we had that one, and we have another one. So I'll open up and see what that is. Also, big shouts out to people that love statues, people that love hot toys. How about MCE? What's poppin', Seth? Congratulations. They hit 25,000 subscribers today, so they're doing an awesome giveaway. So big shouts out to Seth. We'll have to have him on the channel one of these days again. A lot of fun. What's poppin'? Check him out Tuesday for his hunt videos. This is the one I really got. This is the one I really liked. This is Iron Man. And very cool. I want to say these were in the 30s or 40s. There's a couple more you can sort of see in the back. I think we got Thanos, Captain America. I don't think Iron Spider or Rescue was available. I don't think. But speaking of Rescue and speaking of the Pop in the Box, I've seen photos and detailed of the glow on the Pop in the Box. His daughter, I Love You 3000 sort of hologram. That thing is insane. I think it'll re-release, but man, that was awesome. I loved it. And the glow on that Tony Stark is amazing. Amazing. All right, you guys ready to get to some before we get to giveaways, we did add a new Patreon to the channel this past week. So I redid the video and sort of changed the song. I went back to the song I like. Last week's song was a little weird. I don't know if you caught it. But again, if you're interested to ever be a patron or a channel membership, it's always listed down below. For Patreon, you get something every single month from me, whether it be a sticker, a mystery box, a mystery mini, a popping candy. And we just got a lot of candy in. Milky Way fudges, sugar cookie M&Ms, cookies and cream Twix, regular Twix. So a lot of very cool candies, and people that get pops and candies, you get quite the selection. All right, but this is a video again to all the patrons, to all the channel members. I thank you. I appreciate it. And here's a video for you. I like that song a lot better. But again, thank you to all the patrons, the channel members, the support. Very, very cool. And keep shooting messages. I've got a lot of messages. People have asked me intros and outro questions. People have asked me as far as music goes that you see in the intros, the outros, music you saw there. It's all available. I have a subscription. So I wish I could tell you what it's called. See, then I had it in my mind and then it left me. But anyway, it is a subscription for copyrighted music. I pay monthly for it because when I had intros and outros used, Corey, who designed a lot of them for me, used those musics, and I kept getting strikes against me for copyright. So the only way to do that is to pay for the service, and that's the easiest thing to do. Also, people that are looking for intros and outros, and some people that like all the different intros that you see in the channel, you can get a lot of them. Check out the app called Fiverr, Fiver. That's where it's sort of like a whole group of digital programmers and things like that that do that for a living. the prices all vary depending on what you want, but they can help you create logos, intros, outros, videos, promotions, all that kind of stuff. So Fiverr, very cool. If you're looking for that kind of services, they're out there. All right, are we ready for giveaways? Okay, here we go. Let's pick some giveaways. And again, my handy dandy little notebook. I get questions about this. How do you do videos? How do you know everything? How do you plan? So this is how I do it. I had different books. I went for one. So this was like a box lunch thing, and I really love it. You know, Pixar. I love Pixar. But I keep, like, every single video is right there. It tells me the date I recorded it, what card it's on, and everything like that. And that's how I do that. And I'll do the back for giveaways. What are some other questions I've gotten? The next Whatnot app. So as of right now, I'm not planning any surprise Whatnot auctions. But the next Whatnot auction is going to be Friday, January 28th at 9 p.m. That'll be the next big one. Also, anything that I sell via Popwise will be exclusively on Whatnot right now. I'm not bringing Pops back to Macari. I still may sell some things on Macari. I still may sell some things on Etsy, but pretty much for Pops, completely on Whatnot. And right now, I think we're at about anywhere between 60 and 70 items on Whatnot right now. So check it out. A lot of cool stuff and a lot of grails. A lot of grails are up there. All right, so here we go. Weekly giveaway. Let's bring it up. We'll add to the stream, and we go right there. And we'll grab the comments, make sure we're up to date. And we are 116. This week we have the pick of a head-to-head battle. Again, we were waiting to do a head-to-head from last week to this week. The box, of course, it comes out and says it is traveling in our system. So hopefully we'll have to do that next week. So head-to-head, $30 PayPal credit. Mystery box, anything mystery box. The Halloween pin set where you will get both of them. I don't have one in front of me. But the Candyman pins where you glow and common and glow. We have that. Or the prize wheel. And I think we updated the prize wheel with 2 new prizes this week. Let me make sure. Yes. We have a soda mystery box and an exclusive pop listed on the prize wheel. And we can do that live if you guys want to do it. So let's do it. Remember, we're going to pick 2 winners. And let's see. Let's see. Yep. All right. Are we ready? There we go. Winner number 1 is going to be, congratulations, Michael Story, who says, I've been away, so I'm just catching up doing what you're doing. So very cool. So Michael, hopefully you're watching this or you're live. Hit me up and let me know on Instagram and what you would like to pick, and I'll get that out to you. And remember, in pop drunk fashion, to get a hold of me on Instagram, it is _Luau_23. All right. And let's pick another winner. Winner number 2 is going to be, congratulations, Elaine Allen's Pops and Stuff. Awesome. Elaine, you know how to get a hold of me. If either Michael or Elaine are in the chat and you wanted to do the prize wheel, let me know and we can do that live. Boom. And we will remove that, and I'll get rid of that, and we'll stop that screen. All right. So yes, congratulations. Anyone who wants to do it, prize wheel, let me know. We can do that live. Or if you use one of the other prizes, let me know on Instagram, and we'll get that out to you. I'm trying to think of anything new. Target released Pops today. I always remember the Slushy Bear, Flock Slushy Bear. There will be a scented one coming to Hot Topic, and there already was a common out. And then Mini Little Peanut. Of course, there is the Big Peanut, Mr. Peanut. This is Little Peanut. Cool ones released on Target. I did not see, I know some stores have brought them out, the metallic Twinkie Poppin' Tea. I have not seen it released officially yet. So we'll see. I know some stores, they are out there. Oh, Elaine wants to play the prize wheel. Okie dokies. Let's do it. Prize wheels. And you have the opportunity to win a popping candy. Let's see. We have an exclusive pop, a soda mystery box, a chalice style mystery box, a $25 mystery box, an anything mystery box, a Luau pin. The big prize is the $100 anything mystery box is there. We also have a $50 mystery box and Teespring. Again, check out Teespring where the Ghostbusters logo is on merchandise, shirts and masks, and save 15% with code New Year. And if you are a Patreon or a channel member, you should have got messages. You save 20% off of that stuff. And yeah, I think you have the code. All right, are we ready? Elaine Allen pops and stuff. Boom! Oh, hold on. We gotta give that a better spin. I'm gonna put my hand here. Ready? There we go. That's a better spin. And it is a pop and candy. And you picked a good time to get it, Elaine. There's a lot of good candy. So message me on Instagram just so I'm pretty sure I have all your information and I keep it all. But always a good thing to message me so I can see it, and we'll get that out to you. You don't need any chocolate, Steve Kitchen. Go watch the Pittsburgh Steelers getting their butts kicked. And let's see, we'll do a little update for you on the football game. And I mean, pretty good football games throughout the day. I mean, the Baltimore Ravens win. I don't know how happy I was to see that one. So we're at halftime. It is 35-10. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. I would never have thunk it, honestly. I would never have thunk this. I thought not having that coach there would have really been detrimental, but I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, it's time to bring on our guest, right? You know him as David Soffin. You might know him as Big Dog Dave. You might know him on the many characters that he's done when they do their little show with Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Because he's done clowns. Are you interested in having your pop turn into a clown? You can do it. And I actually have one with sticker and everything. It sits over there. I like it. But are we ready? Okay, here we go. I bring you Big Dog Dave. What's going on?
Not much. That was a hell of an intro. You made it sound like a celebrity's coming on. It's just fucking Dave.
Hey.
Cursing 2 seconds into the show, yeah.
Hey, you never know. You're all good. You're all good. Curse away.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, thank you for having me on. I'm actually really excited to see the Super Bowl show when you have Collector's Craze on.
I thought you would like that. In fact, maybe you what you're doing, you could come join us.
I'm doing nothing, so if you want me on, I'll be on.
They'll get a kick out of that.
They're hilarious. I messaged Ryan. I guess it's Ryan that I'm messaging. It's either Ryan or his parents, but the way he's talking, I believe it's Ryan. They're just straight. They're awesome because they're both. I mean, he's in high school and his brother's younger, but they both have a knowledge that like kids don't have.
Oh yeah, for
collectibles, and it's kind of cool to see.
Is Ryan's in high school, really?
I think so. He's like 14 years old or something like that.
Okay, well, okay, yeah. So that's 7th, 8th grade, I think.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah,
I was 18 when I graduated. I just kind of base it off that. I have no idea how old anybody is anymore. I'm 40. What do I know?
Well, I was waiting because I know they got school, and I know 10 o'clock on a Sunday is late. So I was waiting until something I do, and I figured, well, Super Bowl, I always go early. So I figured that's a perfect thing. I messaged. I said, if you guys are in, oh, yeah, we're interested. I said, all right, book it.
Yeah, because it was funny because I was talking to him. I was like, I'd have you guys on a random that I do, but I curse all the time. He's like, so is our mom. I was like, yeah. You're in Jersey. I get it. I mean, and you're in North Jersey at that, so God knows what you know. But
you never know. You never know.
Nah, they're good kids. They're funny.
I'll never forget when he raged over on the bandbox with that Harry Potter thing. That was one of my favorite things. I love it.
That was by far one of the best videos I saw in a while because it reminded me of how I would react if I got something that just so disappointed me because they were waiting for that box. That was
who wouldn't?
they're huge Harry Potter fans. So it was like, he pulls out and he goes, a cereal box? Cereal box? Like, this is the worst. Like, you wanted to see them. You could hear the words in their mouth, and I knew what they wanted to say, but can't say it.
Well, I remember Lisa wanted that box. I mean, all the people that were not BAM subscribers, as soon as they mentioned Harry Potter, like, oh man, maybe, man, we might have to get this. And then to get a cereal box, and they did follow up to it. They said it appears at like one of the movies or for a brief second.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah,
from what I've heard, but it's like they keep doing these cereal boxes of whatever and everything that I have down here. I'm just like the only one that's almost cool enough is the Spaceballs one, because they have nothing else Spaceballs out there.
And Spaceball sits behind me, and that's the only one. The other ones I've all like, oh man, this blows.
Yeah, they were kind of cool at first, and then all of a sudden they started putting out those Eggo boxes for what's it called, and it's like, come up, put a figure in it, go out, buy a $3 figure and put it inside the box. Like something to make the box cooler. Go to the dollar store and buy a dollar store figure. It's still better.
And that's why I think you have BAM here and Zobi is still here.
Yeah, well, yeah. I've never gotten a Zobi personally. And not just because I never got into those. As like, I did the BAM for a little while because it was so cheap that it was just like, I guess that's probably the other problem with it. But I started buying them from a guy that just buys a ton of them and flips them, or buys from other guys that flip them, and that's how I get my stuff, my inventory. But yeah, when I got that the taxi cab that I had to put together with an autograph on it, and the wheel was missing on my taxi cab, I lost my friggin' mind. I was like, that's it, I'm like absolutely done. That was over a year ago. I think it was October last year.
Yeah. I mean, people bitch, and I get it. You're paying $30, and yeah, you're not going to get a superstar autograph for that.
And I get that. And it's not even about the autograph necessarily. Like, put it on a picture, put it on something. Don't make me put it together and it's this piece of crap taxi cab. Like, I'm fine with the autograph being who it was. I'm not fine with what you put it on.
Yeah, I think they put one on like some squishy dinosaur at one time too. I was like, what the hell's this?
Oh, you mean this dinosaur? That's my 7th one that I've had?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
This thing that's signed on the stomach with that? Yeah, this thing? Yeah.
The one.
The one I keep getting from my flipper, signed by this guy that nobody's ever heard of. Yeah. I'm fine again with this. Give me an 8x10 of the show with the dinosaur on it. What is I keep like selling them for $5 everywhere. Every time I have them, I'm like, finally, it's gone. Actually wanted it. The ones I liked was which they don't do anymore, I guess. Like, they had the ones I did well with, at least, were the popcorn bins.
Yeah.
Signed by the chick that was in Popcorn. She was also in Phantom of the Opera. She's like a D-list name or a B-list or C-list name, but she was in stuff that was popular. Like, Popcorn is this horror film that I guess was somewhat popular with those horror people. So
people love. I mean, heck, for pops, like, you could be anyone. If you sign a pop, you'll love that. I don't know what the deal is, but it doesn't matter if they're well known or anything. It's like, remember that Thanos, which is like signed by some dude that I guess voiced him at some time, and people go crazy for it. It's like, okay. Yeah,
that's a whole different rant and rave that I have about autograph pops that someday I will get into. It's
you had one of the best rants that I'll never forget it, and I know you had to record it 3 times.
Because just to get my point across the way it had to be meant, that guy pissed me off to no level, and I didn't want it to be about what was inside the box, because I don't care what was in the box. It's not about if I got pops that sucked or not. It's the whole way he packed that box and the whole shipping process, and the fact that we still don't know who won the mystery box.
I don't believe anyone did.
Nobody did, and he never sent out the signed Squirtle or whatever, and nobody got the $400 pop because the scores didn't make sense. It was like me, B-Cobb, or somebody else that I think should have won, and he said some random girl that showed up at the end and then deleted the comments or turned off the comments on it. That was big text.
I don't think he's ever been back since.
No, he came back. He did a tiny ghost mystery box, which was a bunch of tiny ghosts, and then I guess the bronze or gold or the full size one, which weighs like 5 pounds. So if you get a 5-pound box, you know you got it. Again, don't know if anybody ever got it. I know a lot of people.
I'll give it to him. He started out good. His boxes were really good throughout the summer, and then he kind of went to, I remember I had an issue with him. He got a hold of me and he wanted he said, "Hey, I have a mystery box. It was curated for someone. I think you'd like it." And I was like, "Okay, well, what's in it?" It's how was it? Nightmare Before Christmas. I said, "The only Nightmare Before Christmas pop I want's the OG Mayor."
Yeah.
Well, you'll like it. So I'm thinking, so what you're saying is if I buy it, I forget what it was, 350 bucks. I said, so if I buy it, you're saying the OG Mayor's in it. You're going to like it if you buy it. I said, all right, I bought it. He sent me the OG Mayor. And I was like, I got a hold of him, and his arm was broke off. So,
oh, that's awesome. There's a quality pop, right? You're going to love this
after 3 weeks, I got a hold of him, and I said, hey, sound picture said it's damaged, and I'm sure it didn't happen in shipment, and he didn't notice it. I said, but I was expecting a mystery box with it in, not just this pop. If I wanted to buy this pop, I would have just bought this pop. But anyway,
so it was just that pop.
Yeah, it was just that.
That's a curated mystery box. So basically, he had a damaged pop that he had to try to move. What a scumbag! Like the guy just
he did fix it. He did send me a new one after about a month, but I did get a good condition OG Mayor from him.
He randomly showed up like a few months ago at a like Booze and Pops or something, and I was just like, I'm just not even gonna do it right now. I kind of just walked out of the room and said, "F this." I was like, I'm just not in the mood to yell at you right now about everything that you've ever done. So,
but it is what it is.
Yeah. So I guess the main point for coming on, I should probably get to, but hell with the charity.
Well, you can do the charity, and then let's see. I mean, I can get you to rage on, I don't know, maybe the Philadelphia Eagles or something like that.
The Eagles suck, but that's a whole nother how we wasted picks on Carson Wentz. It's everything. So the main reason for coming on was now that everything's set in stone. So obviously we know with the last year with COVID, nobody's holding public events. And so originally it was supposed to be April last year for this event for them. Then it got pushed to like October. Then it got canceled altogether. Then he already just coming into this year just canceled it outright. The charity's called Puzzle Pieces Squared. And what they do is, and they're 100% legit. It's government, whatever the numbers are, and it's a nonprofit, 100% legit. And the money they raise, they use to help families in the area. And even I was on the site today looking at like one of the schools in Philadelphia called and needed help with their classrooms because they didn't have the funding for it, and they have like 30 some autistic kids, and they needed stuff to help teach and to help them learn. And Jared provided the money to get them whatever they needed and help them out, and that's what he tries to do. And whether it's a laptop for a kid or an iPad so he can communicate, or the stuff that insurance doesn't covers very little, if anything. And whether it's seeing a doctor or a shrink, or not a shrink, but I can't think of the actual term for therapy. And, psychiatrist. Talking because I'm a nut job, so my
well, who knows? I might go see my psychiatrist 2 or 3 times a day. Or a week. You never know.
Yeah, it's just, but so stuff like that, stuff that insurance doesn't cover, and he helps these families out, and he makes a big difference. But usually every year he holds this big gala, which he pays for out of his pocket, not out of the charity's money, out of his pocket. And he's been doing them recently at the aquarium in New Jersey.
Okay.
Hampton Aquarium. And he rents out the area, and you can go through the aquarium, and obviously it's a big fundraising event, and they just do amazing things. and he's a good friend of mine. He was my trainer for years. He became a good friend, like an older brother. He's helped me out through a lot, and I watched his family grow. And the reason he started this is his two twins are both autistic and very different. And his family struggled, and they struggled hard. And
Oh, yeah.
I remember those days when when they were kids, and he was struggling, and he was still trying to get his career going. And I mean, now he doesn't want to watch other people suffer, so he helps them out, and I want to help him out. So I always try to help him out, and knowing that he can't have his events, I want to try to do something online, which I've done a few times now, and they've worked.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
this one will be on the Whatnot app. I'm opening up to anybody and everybody. If you want to make it custom, you want to send me anything, I'm going to put it up for sale that night. And all the money is going to the charity. Everything.
Cool.
I don't want anything out of this. I don't want subs. I'd rather people unsub me and go to the charity event. I don't care if you hate me.
So really is Logan and the guys, are they going to participate in any way?
I don't know. I was going really through Curtis on it, and Curtis is my main source there. He booked it for me. He got the approval for it all, and we're not exactly sure if it's going to be on my channel, my thing yet, or if I'm going to have the charity create one and go on the charities, because I don't want the money to be sent to me, so I have to transfer the money. I'd rather just transfer itself, or they hold it back and then send a check or send it to their PayPal. So the small details will get worked out as we get going. I mean, it's January right now, and the event's not till April 2nd. But I'm looking for people that want to do customs or want to donate anything, because I'll even take comments and just put them up for $5 each, and it's just money for the charity. That's all it is.
Okay.
So
people are going to send you boxes full of stuff.
That's fine. I already got at Booze and Pops last night, Curtis Dudley from Spastic, he's like, he was in the chat and I was on, and he's like, oh, by the way, I saw your message, I'm in, blah blah blah, I forgot to respond. And I'm like, what? As I forgot, I messaged him about it, and I was like, yeah, would you create a custom for me? I don't care if you just sign a pop, whatever you want to do. And he's in. I'm in touch with Smy World to possibly get a custom from them. Gabe Customs.
Oh, all right.
I asked him, and he said definitely.
Middle brother?
I messaged him, and I think he's going to do it, but he hasn't messaged me back. I mean, I talked with him before because we did all the other ones together. Of course, B Cobb told me he'd get me one. B Cobb's now got an airbrush and is doing an amazing thing.
Yeah, I've seen it.
AP is going to get me one. I think Ken's working on some. I'll obviously have at least one or two clowns in there, and possibly something different to go along with the last two that I've done have both been Pokemon. So I have another idea for a Pokemon one in my head. Which if I could figure out how I'm going to pull this one off, I will, but I haven't figured it out yet.
So when is the big event? Or how about this? When's the big event, and then when do you need to have all the stuff by?
April 2nd is the event. So April 2nd at like 8:30, I think, is the start time, which is actually, I think it's an Autism Awareness Day. So ideally, I'd like to have everything 2 weeks before. Truly, I needed by the day of. But I figure if I could get stuff a few weeks before, I could start picturing and putting an ING, say, here's what you can expect. And then come auction day, it's going to be tough because depending on how many items I have, it's going to be hard to show, well, here's this, here, you want to see this ahead of time.
I don't know. Logan said the next feature they're working on is for auctions to have a photo of every item on the auction. So maybe that's up and running.
Which could be good if I was scanning everything in, but if it's all custom stuff, I don't know if I have to picture it all.
I think what he meant is that you can take a photo of, for like the auction item, you could take your photo of the item and put it in the auction.
Oh, that's cool.
He's working. I don't know if it'll be live by then, but I know that was one thing that he did say when he was on 2 weeks ago that he's working on.
Oh, I like that. I was at the live, so you would think I heard it, but doesn't mean anything.
Things here, there, it happens.
And
Chap's listed in puzzlepiecessquare.org.
That's the website.
And Chap, don't forget, anyone wants to donate to Chap to see him for Special Olympics, jump in, be polar bearing. And Chap, I would think we might need a video of this.
Oh, we definitely need a video of this. I absolutely need a video.
And I would hope that you're doing this in a Speedo. In fact, maybe if we could hit a certain goal, that's like the level. We get Chap in a Speedo doing this.
Do you really want to see Chap in a Speedo?
I'd like to see him do it. Not necessarily do I want to see it, but I'd like to see him do it.
I got you. That's pretty much where I was going with this. It's like, I really don't want to see him in a Speedo, but it'd be funny for Chap to be in a Speedo.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Pete, you know. And speaking of what you touched on before was Goldilocks and the Three Bears. We will have something this month, even though Andrea's due in like 2 weeks or so, or 3 weeks, the 28th, I believe. I said I wanted to do it live from the hospital. Justin called me an asshole. I said, how's this a bad idea? He's like, I just don't think the nurses and doctors will like it. I was like, probably not, and we'll probably get thrown off YouTube somehow for that. But
yeah, you never know.
It's educational.
Yeah,
live with Goldilocks and the Three Bears as birth is happening.
I like it. I'll have to reach out to that. I know Bearded Pop Hunter really is all about autism awareness as well. So maybe, I don't know, he does customs, but you never know.
Even if people don't want to donate anything, if you can just show up at the auction, maybe you'll see something you like, or donate directly to the charity. I mean, they have a link on their website to the PayPal. I have no problem if you just want to donate to the charity for yourself. I was considering doing a giveaway for it, but I really don't feel like, I don't even know what I'd give away at this point. I don't have anything. So
yeah, you never know. There's plenty of time by then.
And it would be based off on levels of, obviously, where we got. If I got like $10 donated, I'm not gonna I'm really trying to reach out. I never reach out. I'm all of a sudden interested. You got this smile on
here, and then I keep it there. Sometimes I have to go back and forth.
Oh God. So yeah, I mean,
well, that's cool. I like that. So are we gonna have like a post? You gonna create a post?
Where?
I don't know. Instagram.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting back into it. I posted a few times about the charity. I made a video about it. I'll probably start mentioning it in more of my videos. I gotta post more videos.
Here, John is saying, get more people to donate if you shave off your beard.
God. I'm more likely to shave my head again in the middle of wintertime. Shave off my beard. Do you know what it looks like under this? Like, this hides so much. Like, I'm so happy this grew out again. Like, because I cut it down, I think, once COVID started, because I was afraid about the mask situation and how I was going to survive. And now my head is warm in the wintertime, and I enjoy having it.
And you never know. I mean, it's sort of, we had that big snowstorm a few weeks ago. Now it's sort of, it's still cold, but it's not, I'm waiting for a polar vortex or something good.
You're out of your mind. It's like 30 here. I'm like, God, kill me.
Nah, I'm wanting teens, single digits.
Oh. When I was like 18 and 14 and 15, I had no problem with it. Now I'm just like, all of a sudden, I don't know if it's been the 2 years that I've been wearing sweatpants or something like that. Like, because all I used to wear was shorts. And after I got too heavy and broke the belt buckle, I couldn't wear those shorts anymore. But then I started wearing the basketball shorts, and even those I destroyed. So I finally got a new pair of basketball shorts, and I'm now dropping weight. I'm not doing keto, but I cut carbs dramatically.
That makes the big difference. It's all about the carbs.
And the way I feel since I've cut them is, like, I went through, and I know some people are going to laugh and maybe think it's stupid, but I went through a withdrawal. And I don't know, maybe it doesn't happen to everybody, but it happened bad to me. Like you would have thought it was like an opiate, but it was just carbs. And I even at this point I haven't had like cream or creamer or anything that like sugar wise in my coffee, just a straight black coffee at this point. I think my last hurrah was the box of candy I got from you.
Okay.
Which I ate in like 2 days, which was horrible. It was delicious, but it was horrible for me to do. And yeah,
I mean, I took 2 weeks off for Christmas, and I had I had sugars, I had cookies, I had a guy at work's wife does snickerdoodle cookies with pieces of toffee in them, and they're like soft. Oh God, I didn't even share them with the kids. I kept them myself.
like I got my vices. So diet soda,
Yeah, diet soda.
Diet iced tea, and my new cake is oatmeal. I was joking about that the other night. It's like, oh, I just had oatmeal. It's exciting. It's like my new cake. It's the whatever, the peaches and cream, whatever comes in a little packet. But it's so good. I'm just it makes me so happy now because I can't have my
It sucks. There's nothing good about. I mean, once you get on it, it's better. Last week, this week, man, it sucked bad. Now I'll do fasting and stuff like that mixed in with it. But yeah, I was craving sugar and some ice cream or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's like anything else. It's like for years I eat like the tasty cakes or something like that. It was the Twinkies. And then I went back years later and had a Twinkie, and it tastes like chemicals.
Yes.
Then you eat a box of them and they taste good again. But it still tastes like chemicals. But it has some kind of addictive in it.
Oh yeah. Well, the best. I mean, you're here in the East Coast. You know, of course, Turkey Hill. You know, with Turkey Hill and the Turkey Hill iced teas.
Oh yeah.
So I actually went because it's made right here in Susquehanna, not too far away from me. And years ago, when I was getting out of tech school, I went for a job interview at Turkey Hill, and the guy takes me through. We went through the ice cream plant, the tea place, the milks, everything like that. And you go to their cafeteria, it's like fridges of all their ice creams, all the teas. Help yourself, do whatever you want. Oh yeah, like so the guy gets a cheese. Like, do you want some? I said no, and I didn't drink iced tea at that time for like 2 years because my dentist said the worst thing possible for you is Turkey Hill iced tea because orange tea, lemon tea. Oh my God, that stuff was awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, I have Wawa next to me, so.
Oh yeah.
But for whatever reason, Wawa doesn't have diet iced tea anymore. Like they used to have, they still have some. They got like diet half and half, but they don't have diet raspberry and diet peach in the big bottles. And I'm like, what? Like COVID came and what, diet iced tea is now gone? I don't understand. So I gotta get like diet Snapple or something like that.
But the guy at Turkey Hill is like, he's drinking it and he's walking me out and he's like, I don't know what it is, but we put something addictive in this stuff.
Yeah, cocaine.
Never know. It's like crack to people sometimes with that. And I don't think people on the West Coast, I'm sure they have their different tea, but Turkey Hill is big here in the the East Coast, Midwest maybe a little bit. But
well, yeah, it's past the it's not, it's kind of big in this area also, but we got Wawa.
Yeah.
But once you get past Philadelphia, you're in like Turkey Hill country, and it's like as you go towards Penn State and after Penn State, you go towards Pittsburgh. I don't know what's out there, but I know you're kind of on the way to Penn State.
Picks up, but yeah, Turkey Hill's still pretty big. They've just been bought by so many different places. Somebody owns the mini markets, the different than owns like the dairy and the food stuff. So it's weird.
Yeah, I used to go to like powerlifting meets out that way. So towards Lancaster and York, and York has the big powerlifting like Hall of Fame and gym there, and yeah, so I kind of know that area out there. I left the powerlifting meet once. I had a great day. I was driving home and I took the back roads instead of the highways, and I went past the I don't know, some train museum.
Down there, Strasbourg Train Museum.
And I almost stopped because I love trains. I love trains. I don't know why. It's like Sheldon Cooper. I love trains.
It's like a big museum with all the big trains retired. You can walk through them and in them, and they have a big model train set up where you can drive the little trains. So it's cool.
And I think they do like train rides also.
Oh yeah, they do Day Out with Thomas, and they do Christmas stuff, and oh yeah, I've run the gamut with the kids, and that.
Yeah,
Last
so
year I did was the last year though. I told her, I said, listen, we did the night before Christmas train. We did the whole Santa Claus train. We did the museum. I'm done. I'm not doing these things because it's outrageous.
yeah.
Spend
Well,
$80 a person to have some lady read me the night before Christmas as I drink not even cold chocolate milk and stale cookies. Jeez.
well, yeah, yeah. That's the whole event because I think the museum in itself is relatively cheap.
Oh yeah, the
For the
museum. You don't want to go in the winter because even though it's indoors, it's cold. They
yeah,
don't
well, it's
no air conditioning either in the summer, and you got the nasty humidity and heat.
but yeah, we're all used to that. I'd rather have. There's times I'd rather have that, and there's times I'd rather have the cold. The problem is the in between that I really like. That's like 3 weeks. Spring is 3 weeks, and fall is 3 weeks, and it's over.
Yeah, yeah. You get fall, mid October to mid November. That's about it.
Oh yeah, it goes from, and then it'll even pop up where it's like hot in like the end of October for no apparent reason.
Yeah,
There's a day in November where it hits like 80 for no apparent reason.
just sit there and sweat because the humidity sucks.
Oh, that's Northeast Coast, man.
It is. It is. Gotta love it.
Don't
Oh, I
subject.
get the kids through college and then I'll retire and go live in Alaska.
You really like the cold weather.
Or well, Great Britain too, because I do have my English accent, and I'm always looking for a little midget with an English accent. So in the chat, if you're out there, you have an English accent and you're a midget, hit me up. Let me know. We can talk. Anyway.
Here's your midget. It's on your pin.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I got no problem with the little Oompa Loompas.
I have no problems with midgets.
I don't either. It's on my bucket list.
They have midget
Hall pass. I worked it out with my wife. I have a hall pass.
Oh wow. She's like, yeah, go. Good luck. Have fun.
Oh yeah.
See you someday.
One day. Well, maybe. You never know. You never know.
There's a few websites I watch.
Don't we all?
Those are on the back pages. Like way down the list.
Oh, chap, we're all like that. Just some of us will be honest and say what goes through our minds.
Yeah, that's someday. Someday.
How about any new good sports collectibles in?
For work wise, not really right now. We just got stuff back from sewing. We picked up a bunch of Montana stuff because now Montana just signed an exclusive with Fanatics.
Ooh, okay.
Which means he's going to be super expensive.
Yeah. He wasn't. Who did something with? Didn't $7 do something with him? Autograph pop recently. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but that was before he signed with Fanatics.
Well, I saw what they do. They did the Karate Kid this week, and I was excited. I was like, oh man, Ralph Macchio. I could like a Ralph Macchio pop. And the only way to get Ralph Macchio is what? $300. I would not pay $150 for a Ralph Macchio pop.
No, it's just not
William Zabka. No offense to him, but ain't happening. No way.
Nah, there's some of these guys that just want ridiculous amounts of money. And it's not always the guys; it's the companies too.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, like Tom Brady autographs are, forget it. Like, and Patrick Mahomes is right around the corner.
Oh yeah, Mahomes, Brady, Aaron Rodgers. They're not like, I mean, Brett Favre. I think wasn't bad.
No, Brett Favre stuff pops up because Favre did it. I'm not sure who he was exclusive with either. Brady's technically not exclusive with anybody, but does everything through TriStar. So TriStar doesn't have the rights to Brady, but he won't work with anybody but TriStar.
Yeah, you don't see his autographs out there that much.
Brady signs maybe once a year, and sometimes not at all. It's all private signings. It's not public. Even without COVID, it's not public. They send him the stuff. He signs it wherever he wants, and he sends it back, and that's it. So I don't even know. Or they bring him into Texas, and they put him up in a fancy hotel for a day or two, sign a bunch of stuff, and then he flies home.
But I mean, Rogers is still. I have a buddy of mine. I know that they probably didn't do it for COVID, but I've told him. I said, we can go out because the Packers have this. I think it's they do it for like 2 months straight, where 2 players on a Monday after the game or after their practice at the facility sign autographs for charity, and Rogers does do it. He charges $100, but it goes to.
That's a fair price.
Yeah, for him, I think it's Salvation Army. And if you're there, I told him, I said, let's drive out. We'll do the museum. And he hates Aaron Rodgers. He hates him.
Why?
He's a Packers fan, loves Brett Favre. He just looks at Rodgers as a pompous ass. That's just what he does.
Really? Because his boy Brett Favre is the biggest pompous ass that ever walked the face of the earth.
He loves Brett. Brett could do no wrong in his eyes. But I've told him, I said, listen, we could fly out. I'll pay my treat, and we'll pay to go for Rodgers. Okay, we'll do 2. You give me the autographs on both, and I'll pay. All I want is you side by side in a picture with him. I'd call him an asshole. I said, yes, I'm into that. I'd like to see it.
Say whatever you want to him. His bodyguard's gonna punch you in the face. But I mean, for $100 for the signature, it's worth every penny of it.
Yeah, you bring whatever you want, and he'll sign it for $100. And all proceeds donate to the local or I think it's Salvation Army or it's Boys and Girls Club, one of the 2.
Yeah, that's a great deal for him. That's a great deal.
And you get a notice. It's like you get a week notice. And then I told him, I said, we could go to the game, freeze our tookies off, go to the museum on Monday, and then wait in line for the autographs, and we're golden.
Yeah, then your friend will never be allowed back in the stadium again. But
maybe not. Could be worth it. I don't think he'd say that to him. It's hard to say. But
it matters how many drinks and pushing of encouragement he gets from the luau beforehand.
Yeah, I said, I just want a photo with you of him. That's all. A memento of mine. And of course, I want his autograph. It's hard to find him with something I like.
Willie Mays gets more than that, I think. Willie Mays doesn't do signings anymore either. None of these guys do.
Well, you look at, heck, the Undertaker is $20,000 for an hour of his time, and he'll sign what he can sign, but 1 hour, $20,000.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like, so personally for us as a business, we don't bring in athletes anymore. We barely buy from signings anymore. We do what all of us do as collectors. We look for those closeouts. Now, in our industry, we have the connections for them.
Yeah.
And you find the closeout, and that's where you make your money. It's the only way to do it right now. I mean, look, other people have made a living doing it. TriStar is a huge, huge company. They're not Fanatics huge, but TriStar is a huge company and knows what they're doing and has a card industry that they can fall back on in a way, so they can put stuff in the boxes with the jerseys and stuff like that, the hidden treasures as they call them. And I mean, they got stuff to dump product.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, it's a really weird. People are like, because I've had it before. People are like, "How's this guy more expensive than this guy?" I'm like, because he charges more. It doesn't matter how good somebody is. Bob Gibson was out there all the time for years, for 30 years, signing autographs. I couldn't sell Bob Gibson product the day he died. Art Donovan, who most people don't know who Art Donovan is, but the guy was a Hall of Fame Baltimore Colt, played with Johnny U. The day he died, we couldn't sell him. He's been dead for years. I still can't sell him because he signed so much stuff.
That's sort of how it is. I mean, if you love the guy and they're out there, get it and enjoy it. But if you want to make money and have a desirable collectible, then it's got to be one of the guys that doesn't do signs or they charge a lot because people. I mean, I forget what Hayden Christensen, who played Star Wars, 3 Star Wars movies. That's it. And that's, pretty much he didn't really do anything else like that. And he charged outrageous amounts of money.
Well, the actors charge more than the athletes do. The actors are absolutely insane.
I remember the boy wanted to go. I can't remember if it was New York, somewhere one of them, or maybe it was even Philadelphia for Wizard World. And he wanted to meet this, I forget who he was. And it was like, he looked at it and it's like, dude, He said, what do you mean, Dad? It's $100 to get his autograph, and then another $100 to get a photo with him. You don't get both. And
No,
there's no cameras. I mean, you go through, they were like, no cameras.
no.
Don't bring out you can't have your cell phone in your hand.
You pull it out, they'll throw you out of line, and they may refund you if they feel like it. I think by law they have to refund you, but they'll give you the money right then and say, go away. They don't need it. They don't care. This is how it is. And there's back in the day, they'd break cameras over that stuff. If you had now they make you delete the photo if they get you. I mean, it's all money, and it's all time, and
it is
all bullshit.
But sometimes you find some good ones. I know sometimes, the BAM boxes and Zobies come out with some pretty cool autographs. I know, who was it? Zobi, I think, just did Tony Stark's daughter from Endgame, which I thought was pretty cool.
It was interesting. I saw that Collector's Craze. Who very much questioned the autograph on many different levels. And I'm like, Beckett's not going to throw their company under the bus to call that a fake. I'm like, she signed them. But when you give an 8-year-old, 20 grand to sign stuff, she signs it.
Yeah, they're going to look different. Who knows? Yeah, it is.
And during COVID, she's got nothing else to do. So
no.
That's how they got that done. I don't know when they ordered 2,500 autographs or whatever they ordered for that. But they put the order in, and whether she's 8 or 20, she has plenty of time to sit there. And all she did was sign her first name anyways. So it was like, sit there and watch TV. I mean, you could literally sit there and watch TV and just sign your name. And somebody pulls out the 8x10s from underneath you, and you could just drop your hand and sign.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all they do anyways. That's what they do it when they get those guys by the hour. And that's why you'll see a lot of 8x10s of stuff. Or for us in our industry, we get numbers also because you just drop it in front of them. Helmets take too long to slide it in front of them and stuff like that. Or baseballs, you just put a dozen balls in front of them and say sign away.
That's why I think you see places like Dark Parlor and places like that when they want to do Funko Pops, it's flats. It's not.
Yeah, because they just stack them. The guy goes down, which is what drives me nuts about it. Because when you sign over somebody's face, I get a pop so I can see a pop. Now this pop's obviously not in this box because it's messed up. It's $12 pop, and who the fuck cares? But when you sign it right there and cross out his face, it drives me absolutely insane. There's this big space nonetheless, this stupid thing over here, I know it's part of the box, drives me nuts. Like you put 2 pops in there, a little mini one, and you put it behind this thing, like behind the head. What am I looking at this point? And then they put 14 stickers on the front of the box.
What do we got? We need a salty truth for autographs. I don't know if Brian Brittany too much are into. I mean, they have some, but I don't know if that's enough for them to do a salty truth. You gotta get something that pisses them off.
Yeah, that's because I think I said something about that, and they weren't too into it. That's more of like when Dave goes bananas or whatever I'm going to call my eventual Dave's angry about this today post. It's bound to happen. I mean, I already told Brittany and Brian. I'm like, look, I'm not going to steal salty truth, but I'm going to borrow it in a way. I go, what I'm angry about is different than what you guys are angry about. And I go, if I get pissed off enough, I'm going to drop a name or two.
See, I feel for them because now they almost got to come up with something that, I mean, the best ones are when they're real passionate, and then it gets to the point where.
Well, yeah, it's hard when you're not passionate about it and you're like forced to make something. Like, if I'm not really mad about this, why? Like, well, it's like the Eagles. Like, I'm not really mad. They won a Super Bowl. I'm so satisfied since that team won the Super Bowl that, like, it really doesn't matter anymore. Like, I'll watch here and there. It's almost a joke to me, like, how this team has fallen apart since that game.
And it's not over. I heard that what are they doing? He has another meeting with the owner because the owner was not happy about the meeting last week.
Wait, who?
With Jeffrey Lurie. So apparently they're meeting this week in Florida, and it very well Peterson could be out.
Well, it's not even Peterson's fault at this point, in my opinion. The GM, who is not Peterson, it's Howie Roseman.
Yep.
came up with this great idea to get rid of a bunch of coaches and bring in a bunch of smart guys. And instead of having a coaching staff that meshes well, you have a bunch of smart guys that just think that they know everything, and nobody's on the same page. So you can't win when you have a bunch of smart people that don't know what the hell they're talking about.
And now what? The defensive coordinator is gonna go away. You know, whatever. I know I forget why, but
who cares? They had a lot of issues this year. The fact that Wentz isn't even on this planet right now, but I think whoever he was working with that left is part of the problem. The offensive line was diminished. Not having Alshon Jeffrey for most of the year didn't help. Even though he's not a stud like he once was, he's a better name on the field than whatever the hell else they put out there. They don't have a solid running back anymore.
We'll see. So I want to see what they do with Wentz, because that's a massive contract to deal with.
They're going to eat salary and he's going to disappear. Because they should have traded him last year.
I don't think you get as much for him, but I could see if Rivers doesn't come back, I could see the Colts. Maybe
I still think Wentz is good. Well, that would be a great team. Frank knows him very well.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Reich was his coach in Philly.
Yep.
So he knows him. It would be a great spot for him, probably. It's less pressure in my mind than Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And I still think he's going to be good. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I don't necessarily want people to think that's what I think about him. It's just he's not right for this system. And I don't know what's right for this system, but he's not. And if he has another bad season, they'll tear him apart. And it's not going to help him as a person.
No.
And I think he needs to get out of this situation, especially now. I mean, they put Hurts in, who finished the year. They'll write off Wentz any way they want, say he was hurt or whatever the hell they want to say. But everybody knows he lost his job. So I don't think he's going to go into this season trying to get his job back. I think I loved how the Eagles tanked against the Redskins when they had the Redskins beat. I know the Giants are upset by it, and I hate the Giants more than I hate anything else in football. People are like, don't you hate the Cowboys? I'm like, I care less. They're 3,000 miles that way. It's like New York is an hour and a half north of me. I'm like, I hate New York teams more than I hate anything else on the planet.
More than PA drivers?
Oh, God. Damn near close. I hate Jersey drivers, too. I almost got in it with a guy the other day. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I was driving home, and this road out here, right by where I work, is a speed trap. Just an absolute – the way it's set up, and the cops just sit right on it. They all live on this road, so they all work this road. And it goes from a 40 to a 35 almost immediately through a school zone. So you go down the hill, you go through the school zone, which at night doesn't matter. It's a 40. At night, it's 25 during school, which doesn't matter now because there is no school.
Yeah.
And then it hits a 35 with a 30 on a turn. And the guy behind me threw on his brights, and I was like, you're going to be a dick about it? Fine, I'm going 30 straight down this road.
There's Chap saying you almost got into a guy the other day.
Shut up, you filthy bastard. This is the family show. You fuckhead. And so he went around me, and I slammed on my horn at 2 o'clock in the morning with the houses all up and down. And it happened to be that this guy was going pretty much the same way where I was going. So I go down 42, and I decided not to follow him onto the side road that I normally would go down because I didn't want to freak him out. Because I don't know what he has in his car.
Yeah. You never know this day and age.
Well, that's the problem. I could literally fuck with this guy and make him think that I'm following him. And he could also have a gun in the car and shoot me. So I'm just going to go straight and say, fuck it. Turns out they were doing construction. I should have made the damn turn.
Oh, well.
But, so, check out my charity, people. I know I didn't really totally touch on it a whole lot, but I tried.
Follow my Instagram, guys, and you'll see posts. And if you want to create something,
If
for
you,
the creative people, or even if you're not creative, make something and it'll go up there on the Whatnot auction, and all for charity and for kids. You can't beat that.
yes, and if you want to dump your commons, I will put them up for $5 a piece and let people buy them. I have no. It is what it is. I'll take anything that you guys don't want, and we'll put it up in this auction. Hopefully, I'm primarily looking for cool customs though, but to keep people active and want to buy anything, like I said, I'm gonna put. If I have stuff laying around, I'll just put it up for auction.
Yeah, this just came in. This was from your last one from good old Corey.
Oh, the Stitch one.
Yeah, Stitch Child.
You just got
more
that.
of like a Spider-Man, like Mr. Electric or something, but I like it.
Okay. Yeah, it almost looked. I was looking at it first. I thought it was Nebula. I was like, oh, purple, no, but it wasn't.
There you go.
Yeah, so I've been holding it and I like it, but I think for that auction, I'm going to auction off my 10-inch Troll Clown.
Ooh.
Which is probably my favorite clown to this date that I've made. It's very simple, but it looks super awesome. I finally gave my niece a 10-inch troll. Well, I gave it to my mom to give to my niece because I never see my niece. And I go, did she like it? She goes, she loved it. I go, did Becky, my sister, I go, did she hate it? She goes, yeah, she's not happy about it. I go, perfect, I'd win. To piss off my sister is like the joy of my life.
Well, you like to go for Justin a little bit too by sending clowns.
Yes, Justin gets his share of clowns. But they're clearly not for Justin. They are all for Pop Baby because Mackenzie loves them, and because they're hers, Justin's not allowed to touch them. Because Justin would put I don't know what kind of gun he's got, but he put a round right through the head of it. So my way around that was to send them to the child to convince the baby that she liked clowns first, and then to send the baby clowns to torment her father with.
I like it. I like it.
And this is all Mystery Pop Theater's fault. Because when I had those the clown face stickers of me, he told me to send one to Justin. So I did, and that started this whole friendship.
Oh, you gotta love it. And you guys did a lot of lives too.
Oh yeah.
Late night unboxings. Well, for them it wasn't late night.
Well, that's what it started with. It started with I got involved with them. We were doing I guess they were doing monthly mystery box lives.
Yep.
And that's how I started with them. That was a beautiful story. Thank you, Tickles. I only have beautiful stories. And if it was on my channel, I would do it without a shirt on. I'm kidding.
Hey, go ahead. I'm not stopping you.
Not showing anybody the hairy chest under this madness. Finally got testosterone back in and it works fine. I went from feeling like a sorry child to a happy man again. Well, I still have that one that you gave me, Smitty, to make for Pop Baby, which is a 10-inch Stay Puff.
That's a cool one.
So that's for Pop Baby once I figure out what I'm doing with it. I want to go big on that one and make it super creative. I just haven't figured out what I actually need to put on it yet. We need to do boxes. Where the hell are we going to find boxes, Josh? The hardest part was trying to figure out when we were all going to go live. There were like 5 of us throughout every single time zone.
Because back then there were boxes. It wasn't hard to find a chalice, a whatever. I mean, what is it? I think I even popped on a couple times and did like autograph pops, but now it's not like that anymore.
Well, the best one still to get, in my opinion, I think you guys touched on it the other day, is to just get the Ralphie boxes. And I mean, most likely we're all going to get in the same area. If we contact Curtis and be like, look, put 5 mystery boxes together of whatever you want to put in them. Here's the price. And just make one a winner.
Yeah. I mean, I think Chalice will come back eventually to their weekly ones. They're probably just scared of the whole shipping debacle because it's not fixed yet. And you still have some that play the big boxes. I mean, Funko Kings, I've been buying from them lately, and they're not bad. more of a higher end, but they're
Well,
cool.
there's what is it, Boom Loot or Boom Box or something?
Yeah,
Do they
every
still do them?
those.
I got one from them once and I enjoyed it, and I liked it because it had, even though I think it was a damaged mystery box, and it was pretty damaged when I got it, but they said it was going to be damaged. But they had a pop in there that was like from like 2012. It was old stuff, and I enjoyed that because I mean, it's almost like the auctions. Like you get tired. Like I get tired of going to them because I see the same. Like I know I'm going to see like Target Con stuff for like 3 weeks, and it's like I get it, but
I don't think the auctions are dead, but I think you've got to come with.
I don't think they're dead, but you got to come with more than just new pops.
A couple of people want to go to the Targets and buy the stuff and then put it up and expect to make a killing off of it. And yeah, I mean, last summer it worked. I mean, it did because it was so new. But now you got to have grails, you got to have chases, you got to have desirable stuff. Or
Well, I did it last week and I did it this week. I went live for like an hour and a half, sale only. Here's what's for sale. There's a list down below. If you're interested, let me know. I can show it to you if you want to. If you want to haggle a little bit, there's some wiggle room. If you want to buy it straight out, up to you. I'll say that.
That was kind of like my last one. I went at 5 p.m. and this was the Monday after Christmas, and it was one of the most draining auctions of all the ones I've ever done. And at the end of it, it was like, listen, here's the grails, make offers, let's go. And that was at least the best part of the night.
But that's the thing. I was like, I don't have enough to go to auction. I'm not going to sit here and post $5 auctions and sell stuff for $5. All like it's a waste of my time. I'd rather waste the time putting it up there, which doesn't take that long. I do it on my free time. I don't consider it costing me anything, and have people sit here and make offers on stuff they want or they don't want. Or this last week I did better than I did this week, but I still didn't do that bad this week. For an hour and a half that I was online, it was fun.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You talk to a few people ask you some questions. People see stuff they want.
People, and some people are like, hey, why won't you start that grail at $5 or $10? I said, I'll start it for what I got into it. That's,
Well, that's the thing. Somebody's like, start it at $2. I go, it's not going to happen. Because if it sells at $2, I'm screwed. Like, like here's where, because somebody asked last week about something and they're like, can you do like $3? And I go, not by itself. It has to be bundled with something. So it has to be something where you get to like $5, $6, $7, $8. Like, I'd love for you to buy like 10 things, everything. Let me know everything you want. I'll bundle it in one lot because I'm getting hit $250 no matter what, every item for shipping, let alone the percentage they're taking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't go below $5 on anything because otherwise it's just not worth my time. And the guy goes, that makes sense. He's like, how about we bundle this, this, and this, and I give you 15. I go, done. Let me go put that in. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
So that's why I like doing it. Because if I'm gonna sit there and auction stuff and it's just gonna sell for $5, it's just a waste. It's 1 minute at a time, absolute waste of time. I could sit there for an hour and a half and make 5 different deals in 5 minutes. And that's kind of what they wanted it to be, a little bit more than just the auction.
Oh yeah. In fact, Logan almost said that was how they never really wanted the auction to sort of be the auction. They like sort of like it's an event, come and haggle and
So that's what I figured I'd do, and put up a bunch of stuff and see what happens. You never know. Like there's some stuff that I think is gonna sell never sells. Yeah. Stuff that I just put up because it's sitting next to me sells, and I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. But you just don't know who's gonna walk into your room that time. It's just
you never know. You never know. And it's big. There's so much going on now. There's card breaks and Pokemon, and now they're going to put in designer toys, and to the point now where eventually you'll be able to just post whatever you want.
Well, the designer toys is coming, sports cards is coming, and I know mystery minis is coming. So if you go on there now, there's like 5 add icon mystery minis up there. Don't try to post them unless you have the box, because the oh my god, I went to Curtis. I go, tell me why this got rejected. He goes, what? I go, my mystery mini got rejected because it doesn't have a box. He goes, what? I go, I don't even understand right now what I'm supposed to do. And he's like, we'll get that figured out. And he goes, and I guess the people that are doing the approvals and trying to figure out what's real and what's fake said without the box, they don't, because nobody's faking a $6 minifigure. And he's like, I guess they had to explain this to him, and they're just trying to get through that process of, look, not everything needs, here's what doesn't need a box. So they're getting to that. I'm like, I get it. You'll get there eventually. He's like, eventually minis will be up on the website, from what I've been told. And
I mean, minis are cool. There's some resale value to them, but most of them there's not.
Well, it's just a matter of, it matters how you get them. I mean, if you sit there and bust boxes, the resale value is just shot on it. I mean, unless you nail some big one that certain people want.
You need the 1 in 72s if you get them right away and they're hot, like what the Office ones right now. Yeah, you can probably pop them for 70, maybe even 100, depends. But
some are stupid expensive with the mystery minis for the Office, and then the older ones back in the day. But I mean, I have them. I've got them from various areas, and I've always enjoyed them. So if I can,
I like the minis.
I mean, I sold a few the other day, today, not for anything special, like but $5, $6, whatever. But it's enough to. That's the thing. I just have inventory. I told Logan when he started, if you made it so I could post everything like I can on Macari, I will use your site for everything. But it's limited. So right now, if I have pops, they go up on his site. If I have Pokemon, I'm putting them up on his site. Am I going to be exclusive to it? I can't, because I got to try to flip as much as I can.
No.
But I will definitely post it there, and if it sells there, I'm super happy. I like his system more than I like.
Yeah.
More than I like Macari's system. Or more, the only thing I like about eBay more than I like about his is that I get my money right away. But other than that, I can't stand eBay on any sort of level. I hate so much about that site, for all the right and wrong reasons. It's like, as a buyer, it's a great site. As a seller, it absolutely sucks. But
now,
it's still,
what new payments things, or they're trying to, I think, phase away PayPal or something like that.
Yeah, but it's now. So I was reading more into it, and not that PayPal didn't report to the IRS, but now that eBay's taking your social security number, it all gets reported, I think, to the IRS. So every sale that you make now or something like that on eBay will be reported.
Instead of the whole 200,
the 20,000 or whatever it was. So now I think everything gets reported. So it's like, now more than ever. Like I started setting up a business at a certain point last year, just as a LLC, so that I can use it. So if I ever get sued over anything, great, you sued a business that has nothing. Congratulations. So now more than ever, I got to set that up, because that all has to go under that. I can't use it for personal anymore in a way that I was. I mean, everybody tries to work the system in a certain way.
Oh yeah.
But so that's my biggest problem still with them also, is it all goes to PayPal still. But I mean, it's the easiest way to do anything, so it is what it is. Now I got to start keeping every receipt that I've ever had.
Jeremy, Christina, Rock and Row. How's it going, guys?
Rock and Row. Well, what's his name? They got that Air Force One, or the Force One, and Pop and Duo. So Pop and Duo is going to make me a custom also.
That's
Talking
cool.
to him about it. He did a real cool custom. It took him months to do. I like them also. They're funny.
They're fun. I like Rock. I like that show. It's cool. It's a nice watch. It's entertaining.
It's entertaining with like younger people that enjoy the hobby and know what they're talking about a little bit, or a lot. And that's why I like collectors great. Plus, they seem to enjoy it more than like you see us open stuff. And it's just like you're good at it. I open stuff. It's like, oh, this sucks. I just hit myself in the head. I was trying to throw something down like the hallway. It's like,
yeah, I try not to show disappointment.
Oh, you can see it sometimes. There's certain times it's just like you could tell, like you get that voice going where you try to block it, but you could see straight into the eyes. It's like,
Lowe's.
So it's good to see younger people that know what they're talking about and happy about what they get. Where most of us are like, it's almost too business wise with certain stuff.
For stuff that doesn't like, yeah. Like I forget what some people say. Hey, you got this? I don't collect it.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That means I gotta sell it so I can buy something that I do want to collect.
I gotta liquidate it somehow. I know you're not younger. But you pop those sodas like a champ.
Oh yeah.
Then I got there's a few of them that are all into the sodas. Him, Cope.
Yeah. Professor Josh is big into them. Pop into a little bit.
Pop into is getting into them. I mean, they hang out with Rock and Roll enough that eventually they're going to get into full blown sodas.
Cope got a hold of me and said, "Hey, I'm seeing more sodas." I said, "Yeah, because if I can buy one and I can play Chase Roulette for them for like $10 or less, I'll do it. Or I'm looking for certain ones, I'll play it. But yeah, no, I'm not a big huge soda.
I went out and started trying to rebuy a bunch of the common originals.
It's tough.
Slapshots is also part of that whole show. The four of them all open sodas, I know.
Yeah. I mean, what do we got? There's Stay Puft, there's Roger, and then I have two that sit down here. I mean, I have a few here and there.
I mean, this is my Chase. Yep.
And then good old Captain Crunch re-released on the Funko Shop last week, where you could buy as many as you want.
Yeah, although I missed that. I didn't know.
Cases.
So I question two Chases
they're gonna get.
That's my favorite.
I have that sits in the case. That I think is I think that's my favorite Chase. Well, that 89 Joker and Fruit. No, not Fruit Brute. Yummy Mummy are my two favorite Chases, I think.
I'm getting like torn apart in chat right now. I don't know what I did. Grump's here for the disappointment. Chad told him, well, Grump, Dave's your guy then. Constant disappointment.
But anyway, guys, it is the bewitching hour because some of us do have to work in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, take us out.
Oh.
Remind everyone again.
Yeah, no, I had to rewind my mind. So, as I said, April 2nd is the actual event. I will be auctioning off customs or anything else that you want to send. Or if you don't want to send anything, just show up. I appreciate it. Spread the word. If you know somebody that does customs or you know somebody that's artistic and wants to try something, it doesn't even have to be a pop. It could be anything. A picture. I don't care. And the auction's for Puzzle Pieces Squared. It's a great charity. I encourage you to go check it out. Check out. Chap has dropped the website a bunch of times down there. puzzlepiecessquare.org. They do great things. They're in my area. I wish they had them in every state. I really do. Check out what they do. See what they do. It's not money going towards research. It's money going to help families right away and families that need the help. And because insurance does not cover everything. And with COVID for 2 years in a row now, he can't have his events. And I'm trying to raise as much as I can for him. So if you are interested in helping, please reach out to me on Instagram. It's Big Dog Dave 99. And if you don't, or if you want, you could just go to the website. There's a PayPal donation button there. Click that, send them money directly, and I'm more than happy with that. So thank you, Luau, for having me on.
Absolutely.
To talk about this and talk about anything else. And thank you for hanging out, all of you.
Yeah, we'll have to do this. We'll do it Super Bowl Sunday with Collector's Craze.
Oh, that'll be great. That Austin is watch out for Austin. You don't have to worry about Ryan. Austin's the one to watch out for.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. Remember, go support the charity. Keep looking for that. Send Dave anything. Cool customs, whatever. And don't forget support Chap for his Special Olympics dump in the water. Maybe Chap will post something at a certain level. We get a video or a Speedo. You never know.
Coconut bra.
I like it.
If we get Chap to 1,000 by himself, he has to wear a Speedo and a coconut bra. He doesn't know that yet. but now he does.
I like that. I like that. But be well, guys. Be safe. Social distance. Watch your hands. All that good stuff. I'll see you live Thursday night with Sean, 7:30 on my channel, and then next Sunday we are going to have JR from Zobi here. So great opportunity to talk to one of these guys that makes these mystery boxes and V shouts and autographs. So very cool. And thanks, Dave. And be well, be safe, guys, and we'll see you throughout the week. Bye, guys.
Later.